Joining me now is Ali Velshi, MSNBC's chief correspondent and, of course, host of Velshi. Ali, we were just talking with Senator Tim Kaine about the sort of complexity here for the White House. I want to play a little bit of sound when President Biden was doing just what the senator was talking about, sort of trying to urge Israel in the most public fashion to abide by the laws of war. Let's take a listen to that.
President Netanyahu and I discussed again yesterday the critical need for Israel to operate by the laws of war. That means protecting civilians in combat as best as they can.
What do you make of this?
Well, so a lot of people just, who aren't involved in wars think there are laws to war, but there are 5 basic principles in the laws of war, and that is your response needs to be proportional, that you don't, as much as possible, involve non-combatants, and that you sort of, do the thing as honorably and with as little damage as possible. I think what President Biden did when he first spoke after the massacre is he pledged unconditional support for Israel, which I think calmed a lot of feathers in Israel. Now, as this goes forward, and as we have not seen a ground invasion, which is going to be catastrophic on several levels, including, as Israelis say, for their own soldiers, because urban warfare is just a terrible thing. This is where President Biden is basically saying tonight, I've given you the assurances. I'm asking Congress for the money. We told you we're going to have your back on this and the weaponry and the ammunition. We need to proceed in a way that minimizes civilian casualties. As the senator says, the folks living there do not have agency. They are not picking their leaders. They're not elections. They're not opposition parties. And while it's interesting to say that Hamas is not Gaza and Gaza is not Hamas, Hamas is more intertwined into the lives of Gazans than you can imagine. They are all the hospitals. They are all the civil services, all of that stuff. So this is very complicated. The whole region is complicated. Israel-Palestine is complicated. Gaza is complicated. But the Hamas relationship to the 2.2 million civilians of Gaza is inextricable. That doesn't mean they support them. It means they can't live without them. So if you're going to take out or think you're going to take out Hamas, then there had better be some sort of plan as to what comes next.
And that's, something that we addressed as well with the senator, which is what is the logical endpoint of this war? Yeah. I mean, I will say what he was saying about Biden's trip to Israel in the context of trying to caution Israel, it sort of reframes that, right? It wasn't just about showing solidarity with Israel. It was possibly also to say to Prime Minister Netanyahu, behind closed doors, do not violate the rules, the laws of war. Do not overstep this. Do not do what we did in 9/11.
And the other thing we did after 9/11 is if somebody had told us 20 years from now, this is how it's going to look, the bad guys are going to be in power, you won't have rooted out the evil you thought, and a whole bunch of people will be dead, and it'll cost you several $1 trillion, we might have done something else. So you can't look around a corner, so do your best to do that. I think President Biden was saying 2 things. One is minimize the damage and the risks and the civilian deaths. And 2 is just think 5 times about this, because you could get yourself into a situation like we did in Afghanistan, where in the end, your only choice was to leave. That's complicated. And a lot of Israelis who are really hurting also understand that if you don't have a way of taking this out by its root, make sure there's a plan to get out, because they don't want to end up with a whole bunch of Gazans in what is essentially a refugee camp that they have to.
Well, and that's a measurable difference between America involving itself in wars in the Middle East and Israel, which is centered in the Middle East.